Francesca. Now listen, most of the time we don't get into age on this program for my own personal reasons, but you're 74 years old, and I studied how to introduce you because your married name would suggest a Polish introduction, Jak się masz. Okay, dobrze. But then I thought, okay, but she's originally from Greek heritage, Kalimera, right? That's good morning. I came up with this one. Francesca, what the heck are you doing on the 16th out at Westworld other than being crazy?
What I won't do for a T-shirt. You know?
I had a Greek lady say that to me one time in Athens.
Everyone loves free T-shirts, right?
Oh,
everybody.
okay, but so
Well,
what?
actually,
So tell me what's going on with this Fahrenheit thing in you.
Well, 5 years ago, they were going to put on this race at 2:47 in the afternoon. And the reason they were doing that was because in June 1990, the hottest day of the year ever in Arizona was at the tarmac at Sky Harbor of 122. So they wanted to put on a race to get tourism going in Scottsdale in the summertime. So they're going to have the race at 2:47 in the afternoon near that date. So
They're in the name, the Scottsdale Fahrenheit Festival.
Yeah.
Cassidy Jacks.
Yeah.
I am assuming that the entire event is insured.
Sure, yeah. We're gonna have Maricopa Ambulance there. We're gonna have the Scottsdale Fire Department. I mean, we are gonna be taking care of our runners. They're gonna have water stations everywhere.
I remember that
Yeah,
122
we're gonna take
day.
the safety precautions.
But so it's going to be probably in the 104, 105 degree area,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it should be.
And you have how many runners?
You know what? We're at several hundred right now. And more signing up daily. You can go to ScottsdaleFahrenheitFestival.com and sign up because people are still signing up daily and they're going to take on the
How
challenge
do
of
they
beating
do
the
that?
heat.
How do they sign up?
So they can go to ScottsdaleFahrenheitFestival.com
That's
and
it.
on there that you can click the register button for the 5K or the 10K race that day.
If it's too much information for you, and if you're already perspiring, just sitting at home, the AZTV.com, and we'll get you the information. Now, how long have you been doing these races? Because you've raced across the country and around the world.
well, we were stationed in Hawaii, and the Honolulu Marathon was happening, and I had never run a day in my life. The only kind of running I ever did was running to catch boiling water on the stove or running to catch a bus. So I saw the Honolulu Marathon was happening, and I said, oh, I want to do that, but I don't want anybody to see the cottage cheese in my thighs, so I'm going to start running at 10 o'clock at night. So I went out and looked around. I went out at 10 o'clock at night, patter, patter. That was it. And so I did it, and I said, the only thing I want, because I will never do this again, is I want a bucket of chicken thighs, Heineken's beer, and a pack of cigarettes, and a tree in Kapilani Park. And I don't want anybody around. I don't want any entertainment.
You
Just
said never
me.
again.
That's it. Well, then that year I ran 4 marathons. You have to understand it was 1979. And women weren't really allowed to sweat, let alone run. And we didn't even have the women's marathon then. But anyway, so I ran 4 that year and all that. Well, anyway, my husband was in the military, and we lived across both sides of the ocean during his military career. And when we came back to the United States, I said, I want to see my country, and I want to see it on foot.
And how many marathons have you run? I'm rushing you only because I don't want to run out of time.
Okay.
How many marathons in the United States?
I've run a marathon in every single state in Washington, D.C. I've run 79 marathons to date.
Remind me and everybody else the length of a marathon.
26.2 miles.
Okay. Now, you're working on your PhD from what I
No, I did in
You
2
gave that
different
up?
places. Yeah, because we were moving around too much.
Well,
yeah.
moving around, right? Running and all of it. Quickly, Fahrenheit, what date, what time?
June 16th at Westworld of Scottsdale. We're going to have the Fahrenheit Festival. We got a lot of things going on. We have arm wrestling contest, a jalapeno eating contest, the world's tallest inflatable water slide. I mean, you name it, we got it. So come out and, yep, ScottsdaleFahrenheitFestival.com.
Cassidy Jacks, one of the great names of all time. This is Pat McMahon, back in a moment.